This is the here's the bus park for the 45 Lamaha bus. There's the route for this park, and this is how they've got the garbage thrown out. It's every single day in Georgetown. Right? On one hand we've got the north buses, on the other hand we've got the 45. Let's go take a look at some of the other garbage. These are the barriers. This is the facility that Guyanese are given. And this is how our environment looks currently. Let's take a look at the on the left hand side here and see the garbage. Even more garbage down here, right? Then you got some more. There's an overwhelming stench of pee as well in this area. Here's some more garbage. Right? Take another turn through some of these buses here, and I bet you what we're gonna see on the other side is even more garbage. Wait for it. Here you go. Even more garbage. So you gotta ask yourself if $1 billion has really been spent to clean up any city, if this is all we have evidence of. Just garbage at every turn. It's impossible that $1 billion was spent in this city. So, typical. Simple thing. And you have the police over there not doing anything. Right? Cussing and all that goes on down here. Cursing and all that goes on here. Abuse. None of the police do anything. And this is what goes on between the drivers. This sort of poor behavior. How often you say this park has got rubbish in it?
Every day, what? Rubbish every single day. Every day, what? What's up? Dennis, move from there. Let's see right now. Go more close here.
Yeah, so there's a situation facing the drivers every day in this park.
Yeah, the driver and the conductor. Everybody in this park.
You would say $1 billion spent to clean up this country? You see evidence? They say $1 billion.
Big buy. The government clean the drain when it's dry weather, not when rain falling. When it's dry weather, then the government dig out the stuff. Not slush when the truck driving along the road, everything just falling on the road. It doesn't make sense. Watch out the digging, the dirt digging, have the grass and left in the mud. If they do dig when dry weather, when they dig the mud and they dig it properly, the water can get for flow. Yeah, so you can't do things when rain falling, buddy. You got to do it dry weather.
Most.
Watch. What they say, they say they should seal up this piece here, so because them when them come, the man that come to Ruby. That makes sense.
They could clean how much time the one along the crackheads, them there about.
What? You see just saw the junkie bring 2 bags and throw it down there and gone, and this is the mini bus park. Right? Please pay revenue, buddy.
Ready? Number one, right? They're trying to fight down top. You get enough things these people could deal with, otherwise they're fighting down top. Watch. Everybody would out here to come for a living, right? They want to fight down bus, man. Watch. Watch where they get the bus park. I want to flash and see what I show you. The bus park in a rubbish. It's unfair, it's unhealthy for human consumption. It's unfair. Watch. I can tell you this here too. They're robbing me all the time. Taking out with tax unnecessarily. I'm a big conductor. I pay tax. And it's unfair for a man like me. They're in this kind of environment, this dirty environment. I get 2 children, the idea bring one me tell you this, and then the rubbish been waiting for bus load. Me child taking sick I tell you, 2 fly for me, son. I take him sick right away, Scott. Me ain't even know so much money I got get. But my son get out to the hospital. The government need to do something better. If they want to put between this kind of park, they got to take you out to this rubbish bin, man. You understand me? There's a rubbish bin they get to be in here. Every year I come by me conductor, like, see, you know. Every day I pay tax. Don't care how small, 500 or 1,000 or what. I pay tax as a conductor. What? Like, see, must. Right?
So why you feel the pressure in conductors? What's your thoughts on that? They recently been cracking down on conductors or touts rather.
No, well, they've been camping down on touts. I not tout, I say A1 conductor.
Alright, so what's your take on them clamping down on touts?
Okay, it must be the harassment because they got some tout like it's harass passengers. You know what I mean? Like pull and noggin. And they got some passengers like the pull and noggin. When some is not with it, some is against it.
I know a lot of people aren't with it.
People is not with it. Yeah, but right now for the system we get here so now, yeah, no reason for that we get knocking. You got in a torn system. So totally the knocking out of this park here, so it's out the 41 zone.
I personally use this park here, and I normally see people might pull up at the beginning of the park and fill up there. I don't see the turn system in effect. And in fact, I talk out about the turn system, and a bus driver cussed me up. Yeah. Right, tell me about my mother.
No good. You can't eat no good.
So when passengers are harassed, right? Who could they complain to for any particular bus park?
This park here, I can tell you the two passengers don't get harassment.
Man, brother, I use this park.
Anybody ever harass you?
I see other people, women, people get harassed in this park.
There's friends.
There's only friends that people harass.
In this park here, passengers comply with the force bus. So no use harassment.
Alright, well hopefully the footage over the next few weeks is going to show you to be right and me to be wrong. Right. But I'm making a little documentary on the minibuses and minibus culture.
Respect, brother.
So, thanks for your commentary.
That situation there, right? Not the bus man. Because if they know that the front is the going buses, they have to join the going buses.
So you're saying the passengers have to help people follow the law?
Make sure the law go through. If they join in the bus on the back, the passengers go see up and always join the bus on the back. You move the bus in front over here.
Right. They got to all say that Guyanese are backward. Let us come forward. The line is at the front. Yeah. Don't go backward when it's supposed to be forward.
Do you think enforcement mechanisms like having somebody to penalize if someone is doing it wrong? Because a problem in Guyana is one man steps out the line and nobody pulls him up, and then everybody to compete. Everybody has to now do the same thing.
You can't blame the drivers and the conductors, you have to blame the people.
The people that approach
the
it,
people is
right? The park need to approach.
So we're now in the bus. It's you got the time there? It's 9:33 in the morning, and we're facing some of the same problems we're documenting outside the bus maybe 5 minutes ago, with the turn system not necessarily being adhered to. We just filled up at the back, and consequent to that, we're still waiting on everyone else in front of the line to fill up. The bus is filled. The driver's just exited. God knows where he's gone. And everyone is left at his mercy. So despite the drivers being very willing to talk about the garbage situation in the park, we're still left with an instance where the rights of the passengers are effectively disregarded. Now just exited the bus. We're still at the park. I just exited. We filled up at the back, and these guys are still waiting about 5-10 minutes later. So there's some police on the park.
Yo, everybody jump on the bus and come so.
Right. So this bus has had us waiting for at least 10-15 minutes on the park. There's no structure order. So how come this bus didn't move yet after 5-10 minutes? Because of the police. So you ain't supposed to fill up at the back, but you fill up. So how long before people could move?
So what the people safety if they want to travel the driveway from there? What happened to them?
It's not about safety, it's about the process.
What drivers don't really know Guyana and experience. They got to get most very comfortable with. This is life. You understand? They got to never, they need to never free lane.
So this was going on, and here is a police officer not doing anything. All right. Here the bus is pulling out next to the officer. He's not doing anything about it. This is the Guyana of today, unfortunately. Officer has nothing to say. People can pretty much do what they want. You could pull in there, I guess you pay him a little bribe this afternoon or something. But that bus has literally been full for about 10 minutes. And the guys are just waiting for the officer to look the other way so they can back out and continue on their way. But no one is paying attention to the turn system. This is why the minibus park is in chaos. Cursing, swearing, abuse, violence, you get all of it down here. So there's 2 more police passing. Absolute waste of space. I hate to say this, but they do nothing. Literally do nothing. 2 more there. They don't seem to notice. And then down the road there's a police outpost. They don't seem to know what they're doing, to be honest.